God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "My beloved child, quiet your heart and listen, not only with your ears, but with the depths of your soul, for I do not come to speak to the outside world. I am speaking to the secret place within you where hope breathes. I have guided you to this exact moment, even when your steps felt fragile, even when you believed you were walking alone through shadows and long silent nights. Do you remember that pain you hid from everyone? I saw it. Do you remember the tears you wiped away before anyone could notice? I gathered them. Nothing you have lived was wasted. Do you feel ready for a profound change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes, all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors to the abundance, peace, and blessings that I have already prepared for you. A simple 1-minute prayer can begin a spiritual journey that transforms your inner world and reflects outwardly. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritually and materially, click the link pinned in the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with my presence in your life. There was a purpose hidden beneath every silence, every waiting, every fall followed by your rising again. Do not let your hearts be troubled. You believe in God, believe also in me. John chapter 14 verse 1, "And now I tell you, breathe and remain with me. I am restoring what time has weakened, refining your spirit like gold in the fire, returning the radiance that fatigue tried to dim. Dreams you thought were buried are only sleeping, waiting for the right moment to bloom again. I am rebuilding your inner foundation, strengthening your structure, healing the invisible cracks. Do not doubt what is awakening within you. This is not just a new beginning. This is a rebirth. And you will emerge from this season far stronger than when you entered it. You have carried weights that were never meant to be yours, trying to be strong even when everything inside you felt like breaking. I saw that. I felt it with you. For I dwell within you. I am not a distant God. When your heart tightened with longing, I was with you. When the absence of someone left a cold and silent space, I filled it with my presence, even if you could not feel it yet. I know what has kept you awake. I know what made you doubt yourself. I know what made you question whether you were enough. But listen, you are loved. Not for what you do, nor for what you achieve, but for who you are. I formed you with intention, with purpose, with spiritual beauty. Nothing in you is accidental. I am now aligning paths, opening doors once hidden, restoring relationships, guiding your steps so that you walk with steadiness. Rest in my care. Comment, I know God cares for me in the details. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Psalm 23 verse 1. When you believe you've reached your limit, remember, I am your provision. Just as I guided my people in the desert and brought water from the rock, I can bring solutions where there seemed to be none. There is no door I cannot open, no sea I cannot part, no desert I cannot turn into a garden. You do not live by chance, you live under promise. When you speak faith, you are not merely saying words, you are aligning heaven with earth, calling into existence what I have already prepared. Do not fear for your home, your table, your family, your future. I am already ahead of it all. My provision does not fail, my care does not cease, my love does not decrease. Comment: God is my constant provision. There are moments when silence seems like the worst place to be, but I want you to understand, silence is not absence, it is preparation. When I am silent, I am gathering the pieces your eyes cannot yet see. I am aligning paths, shaping hearts, opening doors that were not yet ready to be seen. You ask for quick answers because you believe immediate solutions would bring relief, but there are healings that only occur in the waiting. There is strength that only forms in stillness. There is maturity that only grows through deep patience. If I answered too soon, your faith would not have the roots needed to sustain what is coming. If I answered too late, you might believe everything was lost. But I measure time with perfection, for I know the architecture of your spirit. I know your pains, your weariness, the questions you never speak. I know the days when you smile while your heart feels heavy. Nothing you feel is unknown to me. But understand this, silence is the soil where your spiritual strength is being built. It is where your gaze turns inward and finds new depth. It is where your faith stops being theory and becomes life. Trust a little longer. Breathe. Stay steady. The silence is not abandoning you. It is preparing you to bloom. Comment: I trust God's perfect timing. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. Even when my thoughts try to sabotage me, even when memories of the past try to hold me back, even when fear whispers that things won't work out, I choose to believe in the voice that calls me forward. I receive the courage that lifts my shoulders, that calms my breathing, that reminds my heart I am not alone. I receive the renewal that teaches me to continue, to begin again as many times as necessary, to trust the perfect timing God writes. I accept that I am not late, I am moving in heaven's rhythm. I accept that I am not weak, I was simply tired. I accept that I did not lose, I am being prepared. I accept that there is a promise over me, and God's promises do not expire. I accept the strength that rises from within, for it is God Himself who dwells in me, sustains me, guides me, and lifts me up. I accept, with an open heart, a surrendered soul, and an attentive spirit. Today, I rise. Today, I am reborn. Today, I continue. Comment: I renew my faith and surrender my fears to God. I know the emptiness certain names leave in your chest, the silence that remains even when everything around you is loud. I see when a memory comes like an unexpected breeze and tightens your heart, making your eyes shine for what is no longer outside, but still lives within you. I do not ask you to forget, because true love is never erased, it is transformed. What hurts today will one day be remembered in peace. What is heavy now will one day become maturity and tenderness. I am teaching you to reinterpret, to understand that absence can become a seed of inner presence. Where there was a wound, I am preparing healing. Where there was farewell, I am preparing a reunion with yourself, with your strength, with your purpose. You did not lose love, you are carrying it to a deeper, quieter, more essential place. And when the time is right, I will place new people in your path, not to replace what was true, but to continue the journey with you. You are not alone in your longing, I am within it, holding you with tenderness, turning pain into growth and emptiness into light. Whisper in your heart, I belong to God, and nothing can change that. I am the way, the truth, and the life. John chapter 14 verse 6, My child, when I tell you not to fear the next steps, it is because I have already walked them before you. There are doors that do not open by human strength, influence, or constant effort. There are doors that only my hand can unlock. And when I open, no one can close. The victory I prepare is not abstract, it is real, reconciliation where your heart was broken, healing where diagnoses once weighed on your faith, opportunity where you saw only endings, deep joy where exhaustion lived. I am rewriting your story, letter by letter, at the pace of your inner growth. Every delay had purpose. Every silence had meaning. Every tear watered what is now beginning to bloom. Trust. Feel my breath in your chest as I move what you could not move. Declare with faith, I walk through the doors God is opening. There are gifts in you that have not yet awakened, talents planted before you were born, waiting for the right season to bloom. Some abilities remained asleep because your heart was busy surviving storms. But as the weight lifts, they begin to rise like light through cracks. I did not give you a spirit of fear, nor did I create you to live limited by the opinions of others or your own doubts. I gave you courage, wisdom, and love, 3 keys that open impossible paths. When you release what was never yours to carry, old guilt, the expectations of others, responsibilities that exhaust your spirit, lightness will come like dawn after a long night. You will be surprised by the clarity of who you truly are, realizing that what you sought outside was always within you. What I prepared for you has never been small. It is deep, meaningful, expansive. When you choose to walk with confidence, without fear of expressing your true self, your gifts will activate naturally, like breathing. Trust the process. You are awakening to the version of yourself I have always seen. Behold, I make all things new. Revelation chapter 21 verse 5. My child, when I say I am making your path new, I am not only speaking of what is around you, but of the transformation beginning within you. I restore what you believed could never be restored. I bring color back to what seemed faded, life to what felt empty, movement to what had stopped. Do not be afraid of the process, because renewal often begins in discomfort. When I remove the old, it is to make room for the new. And the new I am preparing for you is abundant, steady, generous, and full of purpose. I rebuild your inner house, your thoughts, your emotions, your vision of the world and of yourself. I open doors that no one can shut, and I close doors that no longer belong in your journey. What looked like the end is simply where I begin. What felt like defeat, I turn into a stepping stone. I am the God of new seasons, and today a season of restoration begins over you. Walk with me without fear, for what was heavy will become light, what brought pain will become testimony, and what once was desert will bloom again. Comment, I receive the new season God is bringing. Now, take a deep breath. Let my peace settle within you, not the kind of peace explained by logic, but the peace that comes from my presence. You have never been alone, not in the moments when no one saw your tears, not in the nights when your thoughts weighed heavy and silent. I was there, holding you when your own strength was no longer enough. And now, we will walk together with more clarity, because I am opening your vision to see beyond the immediate moment. We will walk with more confidence, because I am healing the parts of you that learn to doubt. We will walk with more love, because I am teaching your heart to rest in mine without fear of losing anything. Wherever you go, I will go. Wherever you lay your head, I will guard you. Wherever you cry, I will comfort you. Nothing can remove you from my hands, not the past, not fear, not the world. You are mine. You have always been mine. You always will be. Take my hand now. Feel the new beginning unfolding quietly within your chest. A future is being prepared, and it is good. Comment, I know God is with me now. Rest in the awareness that your story is not abandoned to chance, nor shaped by a random sequence of events, but lovingly held within my hands. I have walked ahead of you in ways you cannot yet see. I have entered your future before you arrived there, and I have carved pathways where there once seemed to be none. When the nights feel heavy and uncertain, when tomorrow seems covered by mist and doubt, rest your heart in gratitude, for I am already present in the days you have not lived yet. I am orchestrating alignments, preparing divine appointments, positioning people who will lift and guide you. My movement in your life is not abstract, it is concrete. It happens in quiet moments and familiar places. A word from a stranger, a message from someone you had not spoken to in years, a door opening when you believed everything was closed. When you feel a surge of peace without explanation, when a problem resolves without your effort, when your breath eases though circumstances have not changed yet, know that I am there. Recognize me in the subtle, in the ordinary, in the whispered moments between your breaths. The world will try to convince you that what happens is coincidence, but nothing that touches your life arrives without purpose. When blessing comes to you dressed as routine, celebrate it. Gratitude expands what you are ready to receive. Your heart is being shaped to hold greater abundance, not only in what you possess, but in who you are becoming. Trust that what is awakening within you is not temporary emotion, but the beginning of transformation. Financial doors are opening even where scarcity once felt final. Ideas are being breathed into your thoughts, ideas that will lead you into pathways you never imagined. Do not dismiss the sudden spark of inspiration, the shift in desire, the quiet dream that rises again after being silent for so long. These things are not accidents, they are seeds. Bend your ear to the quiet inner voice that whispers possibilities, for that voice is mine. I use the ordinary as the stage for the extraordinary. A conversation overheard, a memory revisited, a message read at the exact moment you needed it. These are threads I weave into your unfolding story. I move not only through what appears miraculous, but also through what appears familiar. Learn to see me in the gestures that seem small. A helping hand. A smile offered at the right moment. Someone showing up when you believed you were forgotten. Nothing is random. Everything is placed. When blessings come gently and humbly, do not overlook them. Honor them. Give thanks. Gratitude is not merely a response, it is an opening. It makes room for more, it clears the soil of your heart so that new seeds can take root. And there are seeds being planted in you even now, seeds of restoration, strength, clarity, and joy. These seeds will not simply lie dormant. They will grow and take shape in ways that will surprise even you. Prepare your heart, for what is forming is greater than what was lost. The heavens have leaned close to your story, and the winds are shifting in your favor. In the same places where fear tried to take hold, I am planting courage. In the places where walls were raised to keep you out, I am building bridges that carry you forward. Where others doubted your potential, I am revealing your purpose. Do not measure your life by what has been taken from you or by the wounds that others have left behind. I am the one who turns ashes into beauty and despair into dance. The battles that once seemed impossible are already bending toward resolution. You have walked through shadows thinking you were alone, but I walked with you in every step. The tears you cried in silence were collected by my hands. The questions that echoed in your mind were heard long before you dared to speak them. I know what weighs on your spirit, and I am lifting it. Nothing can stand against the one who has already entered your future and prepared your victory. You are not being led into defeat, you are being led into testimony. Your life will be a living witness of what grace can restore, what faith can rebuild, and what love can resurrect. Those who once turned away will see my glory unfold through you. Opportunities that seemed unreachable will arise like morning light. The improbable is the foundation upon which I reveal the impossible. Even now, I am renewing your body, your strength, your energy. With every breath, healing flows through the fibers of your being. Do not accept fatigue as your permanent state. Do not accept illness as your final chapter. Do not accept pain as your identity. I am the one who restores what has been weakened. I am the one who breathes life into what has grown weary. Just as rain revives dry soil and awakens what seemed lifeless, I am refreshing every cell of your being. You will rise with new strength, not borrowed strength, not forced strength, but strength that flows from within, anchored in peace. Days are coming where you will wake and feel the weight of exhaustion lifted. Your mind will no longer race. Your spirit will no longer ache. Your body will move with freedom and clarity. This restoration is not temporary. It is not fragile. It is enduring, because it comes from me. And just as I am renewing your body, I am blessing the work of your hands. I see every effort made when no one was watching. I see every sacrifice that cost you more than you spoke about. Nothing has been unseen. Nothing has been forgotten. I transform your labor into harvest. I multiply what you believed had no impact. Fields you never thought to sow and will bear fruit on your behalf. You will receive increase not only in measure, but in meaning. Honor is rising where humiliation once stood. Respect is forming where mockery once echoed. Where others doubted your capacity, I am proving your calling. The voice of judgment will not define your story. The word spoken over you by those who did not understand your journey holds no authority over what I have declared. My word over your life is victory. Your identity is not shaped by your mistakes, nor by the opinions of those who failed to see your worth. You belong to me, and I have called you capable. I have called you chosen. I have called you strengthened. Your family will not remain in confusion. I am entering the stories that seemed fractured beyond repair. I am restoring relationships that were wounded by time, distance, or misunderstanding. Hearts that once felt closed are softening. Conversations that never took place will unfold with grace. Love that dimmed is being lit again. Where there was distance, I am placing reconciliation. Where there was silence, I am placing tenderness. Where there was loss, I am placing redemption. What was broken will not remain in pieces. What was scattered will be brought home. Dreams that seemed buried are not dead, they were resting. I placed them in a safe place until the season was right. And now that the season is shifting, I breathe life into them again. You will dream again, not with fear, but with confidence. You will believe again, not cautiously, but boldly. You will build again, not with trembling hands, but with steady ones. The places inside you that once felt abandoned will be filled with renewal. The areas of your life that felt like endings will reveal themselves as beginnings. Where others have said, "It is over," I say, "It is beginning." Where others have declared finality, I am declaring rebirth. There are victories forming in the parts of your spirit that you have not spoken of. The battles you fight in silence are seen, and I am already bringing resolution. The tears you cry alone are heard, and I am already bringing comfort. The doubts you wrestle with in your quiet thoughts are understood, and I am already bringing clarity. What was hidden in darkness will be illuminated. What was tangled in confusion will be made simple. What was heavy will be lifted. The wave of my restoration cannot be stopped. Nothing and no one can hinder what I have prepared. Do not compare your journey to another's. The gifts I have placed in you are unique. The calling I have spoken over you is distinct. The road you walk is not meant to mirror anyone else's. You are my masterpiece, crafted intentionally, designed with purpose, shaped with love. Every step you have taken, even those that felt lost, has led you closer to becoming who you were created to be. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are not behind. You are in process, and this process is holy. I have given you authority. I have given you strength. I have given you the capacity to rise beyond what once held you down. Stand in the fullness of who you are. Walk with the assurance of one who is deeply loved. The future before you is not unclear, it is unfolding. The path ahead is not uncertain, it is guided. I am with you in every breath, in every step, in every heartbeat. And everything I have spoken over you will come to pass. Because in addition to comfort, my spirit is power. Not a power that fades, not a power that depends on emotions, but an eternal power that transforms reality itself. The Spirit who raised Jesus from the dead lives in you. He does not simply walk beside you, He does not simply embrace you. He lives in you. That means there is no situation that cannot be reversed. There is no chain that cannot be broken. There is no door that cannot be opened. There is no giant that cannot fall. Sometimes you have felt that certain areas of your life were dry, like barren land, like something that could never bloom again. But when my Spirit touches that ground, everything changes. Dryness becomes fertility. What was dead comes back to life. What seemed like an ending becomes a beginning. I am going to resurrect dreams you thought were gone. I am going to restore parts of your identity you believed you lost. I am going to bring living water where you only found desert. Do not doubt what I will do. Do not question the process. Stand firm. For the movement has already begun. And as my Spirit strengthens you, He also guides you. There were paths you could not see before because it was not yet time. There were decisions that felt confusing because you did not yet have clarity. But I declare that now my Spirit will be your compass. He will open your spiritual eyes, direct your steps, order your thoughts, and ignite discernment within you. You will not walk lost. You will not walk in darkness. When others say there is no way, you will see the path I prepared. When others say it is impossible, you will walk upon the impossible. When others give up, you will rise with courage. I did not form you to retreat. I did not form you to surrender. I formed you to walk in authority, to speak with conviction, to advance with confidence. So do not fear when the wind blows strong. Do not think the process is destroying you. It is strengthening you. Every challenge is building capacity. Every tear is watering seeds. Every waiting season is preparing the harvest. My child, the season ahead will not be small. It will be abundant. It will overflow. Your life will be a flowing river, not a dry riverbed. And when the river is full, the water pours into others. What I give you is not only for you. What I place in your hands will bless those around you. Your story will be an answer for others. Your process will be comfort to others. Your victory will be a testimony for others. So receive this word not only with your mind, but with your spirit. I am with you. I am in you. I go before you. I prepare the path, straighten what is crooked, reveal what is hidden, protect your steps, and sustain your heart. Do not fear. Do not doubt. Do not stop. The Holy Spirit is your faithful companion. He is your burning flame. He is your living strength. He is your eternal comforter. Declare in faith now. Holy Spirit, dwell in me. Do not let me go. Guide me. Lead me. Strengthen me. I receive your presence, your peace, and your power. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow.